Hey, recruiters and talent acquisition, grab your notebooks, and candidates, get ready to nod vigorously. After a year of speaking to hundreds of candidates and taking a ton of notes, I have compiled a top 10 list of mistakes that recruiters and talent acquisition are making and things that are making candidates livid. But let's keep it fun and lighthearted so we can learn how to avoid making these horrible hiring bombshells. So here we go. At number 10, the multitasking interviewer. I know you're busy, but so are candidates. Taking calls, answering emails, looking at your phone during an interview. I mean, I tell my 5-year-old to keep eye contact. Now I got to tell you, a hiring professional. At number 9, the mysterious caller. Recruiters. When you make a phone call, when you call somebody, introduce yourself for crying out loud. Tell them who you are and what you do. And maybe ask the candidate how they're doing or how their day's going, or even if it's who they're speaking to before just jumping right into the job description. And at number 8, money talks. Too soon. Starting an interview and right away jumping into the salary ask or what they're looking to make in the first minute is kind of like going on the first date and asking them to marry you right away. I mean, let's get to know each other first. And at number 7,
the ghost recruiters.
Vanishing after the interview and not following up. And even worse, ignoring the candidate when they're proactively reaching out to you to get their updates. That's a recruiter death wish. And those deeds will come back to haunt you. Number 6, the insane, long interview marathon. Are you running your candidates through a gauntlet of repetitive questions, unclear job roles, then personality tests, 4, 5, 6 interviews, followed by filling out web job applications, then more and more and more, and asks and requests and more and more? That's not an interview. That's a game show from hell, and no candidate signed up for that. And number 5, the echo chamber. Asking the same question over and over and getting the same answer. Or if the question is something that you are genuinely trying to find out and they're not giving you the answer that you're looking for, try rephrasing it. Try being more transparent. Try getting to the point. It's an interview, not an interrogation. And number 4, the arrogant recruiter. Okay, great. You're sitting on that side of the table. You have a pen and a paper. You have control of the interview. Let's not get cocky with it. Arrogant recruiters are like bad waiters. They leave a terrible taste in your mouth, and they're not going to get any tips or candidates. Number 3, the instant rejection. Completing an application the size of War and Peace and then getting an instant no. That's like taking the time to bake this beautiful cake and then someone coming in and eating it on you. Number 2, the overqualified excuse. Okay, disclaimer. I know that there are candidates who are overqualified and maybe they're applying to jobs that are not the fit, or maybe they're applying to jobs that might not be a good match for them and their skill set. I get that. But I'm talking about being told you're too good for the job or overqualified when you're clearly a good candidate for the role. These are times where you're just not being transparent and helping the candidate and trying to coach the candidate and trying to escape the interview by telling them that they're overqualified. It's not a compliment. It's a cop-out. And my number 1 pet peeve complaint from the candidates that recruiters are doing that are driving them nuts all last year after speaking to hundreds of recruiters is the black hole. No email, no voicemail, no message, no follow-up, no nothing, just disappearing. I know that goes back to the ghosting issue, but this one right here is after applications, after a voicemail, after a DM, after a interview, like after any of these communications somewhere through the process, most of the time early on, sometimes through the middle, and unfortunately, I'm hearing a lot of times even through a long, hard process, it's just nothing, just a black hole. Unbelievable. And this is happening like crazy. I know I'm joking around and having some fun on this, and I'm sure throughout my career, I've stumbled on a few of these, and my recruiters have stumbled on a ton of these, but at least we acknowledge that these are issues and we're trying to fix it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring this to light because these are honest, documented frustrations from the candidates. I get this in my DMs. on my LinkedIn polls, in emails, in my conversations. And I'm just honestly trying to share it so us as recruiters and headhunters can do better. And with that said, I hope you have a great day. I hope you've learned something from these tips. And if you have any questions or comments or even ideas on how to improve these situations, put it in the comments section below. I'd love to see them. I reply to everybody. I'm Jeremy Nichols with Gecko Hospitality. Subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time, and I wish you all the very best. Take care.